Shout out to Miss Jackson Media Group. I see you. What's that? Millie Curtis, I see you. Brooks. Shout out to everybody jumping on. They said there's no sound. No sound? I got no sound. No sound. Let's get this straight. Let's see if... Give me the thumbs up. I hear you now. Miss J. Yo, Miss J, you gotta get your jack. Get your jack together. Get your jack together. What's going on, everybody? Today on Shoe Radio, we always got a super dope guest. And what I like about this guest been putting in work from I don't want to say back in the days because I'm showing my age, right? But this person been putting in work for a long time, and we're gonna talk about that journey. And it's from a different aspect. We get a lot of creators from one different type of aspect. You know what I'm saying? It's usually like just the soul artist aspect. But if you've been watching, if you've been seeing the posts, we got DJ TKO. And you know what that is, right? Technical knockouts. Y'all know what that is? So if you ain't paying attention to this, you might miss something because you might get knocked out. But shout out to everybody. Tim, where Tim at? Mr. Bard, I see you. In a few, we're going to go into a video. And we're going to bring our guests out. We're giving everybody, you know how we do. We give everybody the time to come on to the show. So that way we can have this dope conversation. But in the meantime, I would like everybody right now, if you got someone who's entertainment driven, an artist, you might want to share this live with them. Share this right here because I think the insights of this brother's journey and the dedication that he's put forth, a lot of people need to hear. So what we're going to do, right? We're going to go into this song, Pressure. This is off the MJ Presents The Experience. And if you didn't check that out, you might as well check that out. It's a dope body of work. It's out now. It's a collection of multiple artists. I can't stress it enough. You just got to hear it to truly understand what it is. So we're going to go into this video. Tim Dog, I see you. Yo, Tony Bosco, shout out to Tony Bosco in the building. We're gonna go into this song real quick and then we're gonna come on and we're gonna bring the brother on. So stay tuned, y'all. Don't go too far. Here is Pressure from the Experience album by MJ Presents.
Y'all about to catch a vibe.
Yeah. Shoe studio, we get busy. Wait a minute, wait a second, let me tap in. This ain't real life, I ain't playing, I ain't acting. Get your mind right, open my eyes, clean off my lens. No prescription to the darkness that I'm back in. For the record, we all know that I ain't capping. Yeah, I ain't never catch me lacking, no. Don't neglect yourself cause you're worth it. Don't waste time on these opinions that are worthless. Some verses, I'm perfect in my purpose. This is forever. I can finally shoot my shot and I won't let up. I've been my purpose, but my demons on a stretcher. Look at me while I'm speaking, cause I'm precious. I'm precious. I'm precious. Yeah. Baby, I'm guided from the start to the finish. Because baby, I done did this. That been my purpose, but my my demons on a stretcher. Look up at me while I'm speaking, 'cause I'm pressure.
All right, that was Pressure, y'all. Dope project, dope song. You might want to tune in. All right, without further ado, right? Shout out to Z. Shout out to BSF Tone. I see you 66. Shout out to everybody jumping on. We got a lot of talented people in today, as always, and I love it. I love it. What we're gonna do today? We have a brother, DJ TKO. Been grinding, been putting in work, been adding to the culture from a different lens, a different perspective of artistry. It's not just center stage, but one of the most important stage. And I think the culture has lost a little bit of its true essence in the field of where this brother is. So without further ado, let's bring this brother on right now. This is DJ TKO. Shout out, brother. What's going on, my brother? How you feeling today? First and foremost.
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
That's what's up. That's what's
chilling.
up. Thank you for joining the show today, man. You know, DJing, and that's why I kind of introduced the show. I think the people forgot the most important part of, like, when it comes to the hip hop culture, it was DJ driven. DJ set the tone, and I think that part of the culture been a little tapped out. We're gonna talk a little bit about your viewpoint on that, but I wanna go into you. I wanna go into you. I wanna go into that young man who, I believe it was your uncle who put the children's story in your hand, the cassette in your hand.
No, it was my pops.
It was your pops. Okay, your
My
pops put the cassette of Slick Rick in your hand. Take us back to that young man and how that was impactful to you.
All right. So I grew up in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I'm from. So my pops was a DJ. And one day I came home from school, and I came in, you know, he was doing his thing, whatever. And he just like put the tape on the kitchen table. And there was a radio right beside it. So I was like, let me peep this and see what it is. And right when I played it, it was Slick Rick.
Classic.
And from there, I fell in love. I fell in love with hip hop, like right there.
How
like, that was it for me.
How did that transition into the DJing, like the falling in love and getting your first? Because did you always start as a DJ, or you morphed into that?
No, I always started out as a DJ. Yeah.
Okay, and how did that transition happen? Like, what was the first moment you fell in love with or wanted to do it?
All right, I was kicking it with my homeboys, right? We was all just chilling, drinking, and just kicking at my boy's crib. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a DJ. You know, I just threw it out there like, yo, I'm gonna be a DJ. And it's like, man, you tripping? Like, you ain't gonna be no DJ. You know how fellas be. You know, chilling with your peoples.
Straight up.
I was like, nah. I said, I'm really gonna. I was like, yo, I'm really gonna take this serious. Like, I'm gonna be a DJ. And so from there, I just started. I went out. I branched out. I went to Guitar Center, got my first turntables with some Newmark TT100s. I'll never forget. And I got a Bass Tex mixer. And I started, you know what I'm saying? I found record pools and got the music, and I started. That was it. I fell in love right there.
Wow. You got to shadow and be mentored by someone very, very instrumental into the early stages and just hip hop culture itself, Jam Master Jay. Is that correct?
Yep, Jam Master Jay. Yeah, that was my teacher.
Wow,
that was my teacher. Jay was my teacher.
That's iconic right there. How did that come about?
So I don't know, I was looking through a magazine or something, and they had this school, Jam Master Jay had this school called Scratch Academy out in Manhattan. So I reached out to them, you know what I'm saying, and I told them that I wanted to attend the school. So I used to travel from Boston to New York every week. Every week I would travel, going to that school, linking up with Jay, linking up with other DJs out of New York. You know, Evil D was there. It was a whole bunch of people that was there. So I'm grateful for that experience. Very grateful.
That's what's and why while you were there, was it a long course? Was it like a year course, or how was that? Because I'm in New York and I ain't even hear about that. So this is interesting to me.
Yeah, it was a long course. Yeah, y'all got to the point, right? They was like, "Yo, T, just bring your equipment and just leave it at the studio." Yeah, I was there. I stayed there like all day. Like I would just go over there all day. I think it was down like by Soho. Yeah.
And
stay there all day.
And do you have any memorable moments with I don't want to say the infamous, the iconic Jam Master Jay? Was there any moments that left a mark on you that you take with you to this day that was shared from that moment, or something he said to you?
Yo, when he told me, you know, when I first started out, you know, so I was kind of messing up a little bit, you know, but he was like, yo, just take your time. Just take your time. He was like, yo, take your time and never give up. He's like, if this is what you really want, never give up.
That's real. And for someone to be traveling from Boston to New York weekly, this is weekly.
Weekly, yeah.
Weekly shows a real great level of dedication. What happened after the weekly classes with Jam Master Jay and your career? What was that moment that you kind of went over the hump and really solidified you as a DJ?
All right, so after the Jam Master Jay situation, I went because I was putting them, I was like, yo, let me put out my first mixtape. I was like, let me see, you know what I'm saying? Let me see how that's gonna go. So I put the first mixtape out, Dramatic Streets.
That's correct.
Right? So I put that out, and I put it out over here in Boston. You know what I'm saying? So people was digging it. So then I went back to New York, right? I went back to New York. I was like, yo, let me go back to New York. And I went up to the African, right? And I was like, yo, you got that new Dramatic Streets by DJ TKO. And the dude was like, no. I was in Brooklyn. Matter of fact, it was Brooklyn. It was Brooklyn. So the next following week, my homeboy went to New York, right? And you know how the African used to sell the mixtapes?
Yep.
And he was like, yo, T, T, they got your mixtape out here in Brooklyn, blah, 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 like that. You know what I'm saying? So right there, I was like, yo, that was it for me. That was it. Because I was like, because I was already telling, you know what I'm saying? I was telling people, I was like, yo, my stuff is in New York. And then what I did, I burnt 1,000 copies. I mean, I burnt 5,000 copies. I put it out. I put one in each borough. That's what I.
Nice. You was in super grind mode at that time.
Oh yeah.
Was there
for real?
Was there ever a moment, and it probably has, but could you share how you overcame it? Was there ever a moment in that grind between the Jam Master Jay getting your first mixtape, and I believe that was on Dat Piff, correct?
Yep, Dat Piff. Yep.
Dat Piff. Getting your mixtape there, that you hit a hardship that you had to overcome in order to keep going to do what you had to do as a DJ.
Yeah, you know what it was? It was my kid. I had just had a daughter. You know what I'm saying? I just had a daughter. And, you know, me and her mom, we were young. Her mom was trying to go to school. I was trying to do the music, you know. So for a little bit, I had stopped, you know. I had stopped to take care of my kid. That right there, I was like, you know, I was just like, as they got a little older, I was like, yo, I want to tap back into it.
Interesting. And how long did you stop?
I stopped for like 8 years.
Wow.
8 years I stopped.
I
wanted to raise my kids.
I want to commend you and salute you at the same time to really want to dedicate the time to be there for your kids as well as doing that and then saying, yo, I want to get back to that. Take me to that moment.
Yo, and as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, Spud, like no bull crap, yo. I had opportunities, like I was Interscope. I was working with Interscope. Interscope used to call my phone. I was doing some stuff with G Unit. Like I was getting out there, bro. And I'll never forget. There's this dude from Queens named Mr. Marlin. And he told me, he's like, yo, T, you really gonna stop? I said, yeah, Mr. Marlin, I gotta take care of my kids. Cause we had just did like I was just did a mixtape for a magazine company out there in New York. And I said, Mr. Marlin, I gotta stop because I wanna, you know what I'm saying, take care of my kids for real. And he was like, yo, T, time doesn't wait for no man. I'll never forget him saying that. Never forget him saying that. You know what I'm saying? But I said, you know what? I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant to be, I'll be able to get traction again.
That's very very powerful to have all that momentum, have all the energy, and say, you know what? I did. And I got Interscope, I got G Unit, I got all this stuff going on, but I need to tap in to my kids. During that time, were you continuing honing your skills, or you solely like, I'm done, I'm cooling for now, that's it?
I was in the zone of taking care of my kids, yo. That's it. That was it. I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing.
Salute to you. I commend you. I'm a father myself of 3 girls, so I know it ain't easy. So right. Salute to you, my brother. When in the process of that 8 years, when you were like, you know what, I did my job here, and now I'm about to do this job over here. Like, where were you at, and what was the deciding factor? It's time to get back to what I was doing.
All right, my homeboy called me. My homeboy called me one day, and he was like, yo, T, your daughters, they're a little older now. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, T, it's time for you to come back. And I said, bro, if you name a mixtape, you come up with a mixtape name, I'll get back. I'll start dropping mixtapes again. So he came up with Fucks the Streets Up, right? Okay. Then I put out Fuck the Streets Up. And then that's when it took off again. It took off again. So now when that's taken off, right? I had I knew DJ Hayes. You know, DJ Hayes was the dude that helped out the game. He was the game's DJ. So Hayes, you know, people would tell Hayes about me, and they would tell me about Hayes. So then one day, me and Hayes just linked up. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yo, T, let's do a mixtape, blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying? So we started doing a mix, but I already had Fucks the Streets Up. So then I did a series with him too. And now.
Oh, hold on. You got.
And stuff like that. Yo, Spud, you get me?
Yeah, I hear you. We got you got taken off, but you came back on. It was like resetting or something. But you back.
All right, so man, in the process with me and Hayes, I was still doing Fucks the Streets Up. Boom.
Oh man, again. Yeah, it happened again.
I was knocking out the mix tapes. You know what I'm saying? So me and Hayes were doing we started it.
Oh man, it was getting good. We might have to reset. I'm gonna let him know.
No, my bad. It was a phone call. My bad.
Oh, okay. I thought we had to reset. All right, cool. We back. So you had everything was jumping off.
My bad. Yeah, so everything was jumping. So me and Hayes was like, yo, T, let's just do a mixtape, blah blah. So we did Street Radar mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Me and Hayes had dropped. We did that one. So, but it was my homeboy that called me that put the bug back in my ear. Shout out to DZ. He's the one that called me and put the bug in my ear. My homeboy.
Nice.
He was one of my day ones when I started doing the mixtape.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to skip and people shouting you out. People shouting you out. They say he's the world's greatest father. I'm so proud of your dedication. One person said, you know, great DJ, great father. Most definitely, you have proven those two factors. I don't want to jump into tour because you went on tours, but when did you go from the
Oh yeah.
mixtapes to working with artists?
All right. So this is. I'm gonna tell you this. This is. I only had when I prayed that night, right? I only prayed for two things besides my family, you know, health and all that. When it came to like me personally, my prayers, I only prayed for two things. I prayed to be the world's greatest DJ, and I prayed to be a producer, right?
Okay.
So when I and I still do the same prayers every night. I've been doing it forever, the same prayers. The mixtapes is the reason I was able to tour. Everything happened from the mixtapes. The mixtapes got me linked up with my manager now, Sal Pacino. So this was during COVID, right? So everybody was at the crib. So I said, yo, let me start making beats now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me start making beats. I did try to make beats before back in the day, but I really wasn't taking it serious. I had got the MPC. You know what I'm saying? Still right here. But I was like, yo, let me really tap into this producer side of it now. So then Sal had heard some beats that I put on Instagram.
No. Okay, let's see if he come back. All right, if not, we might have to reset. Hold on, y'all. We might have to reset that. I see we was having a little technical difficulties off and on. It was just getting to that point. But shout out to everybody jumping on. I see the real August the 3rd. Shout out to Lady Laurel. I think that's Laura. Vibes. What's going on? Vibes and CJ. Patty Cake. Shout out to Patty Cake showing some energy. And Bang Bang, I see you. What we're going to do real quick. I see he's trying to come back on. We're gonna see if the signal works. We're gonna go into another video real quick from the MG Presents. This again, if you didn't get this, if you didn't hear it, you might want to tap into that ASAP. It's a really dope song. This song is Tony Bosco. This song is called Finally Up. It's really dope. Shout out to Tony Bosco who was in the feed. I'm not sure if he's still right here right now, but if you didn't check it out, MG Presents. Also download the app. And we're gonna be right back with the set. All right, we're gonna go into this quick video. We're not even gonna play the whole video, and we're gonna come back, just take care of some stuff. See y'all in a second.
But take your lessons and put it in motion. Yeah. We're CFB.
CFB. Calling my phone.
From a place where 6 niggas will carry you. Believe it. And your next door neighbor, he'll burn you. You sleep in your bitch next to you texting niggas. And you dreaming about the day you gon' marry her. I'm a living legend, homie, and I mind mines. But if you mind mines, nigga, you gon' catch fire. Many nights had to slide through and skirt tires. Brighten your whole block up like a house fire. Ain't my first rodeo, I can tell you lying. And you don't want me to apply pressure, lock pliers. Used to chop it down, distribute it all measures. Plain pants, purple jeans, Versace sweater. I stay together, nigga, every day to prom. And every day I have breath, put them for them all. CFB, a crew full of all kings. All big dogs, nigga, no little me. The early bird get the worm, nigga. Every day I wake up, it's my turn, nigga. Figure out a way to make my whole town bigger. How I move around, haters, what I call living. I was always told and taught to dream bigger. And I ain't gonna stop till I reach through the ceiling. Yeah. What a wonderful feeling. I woke up, what a wonderful feeling, cause a nigga finally.
Alright, y'all. That was a little preview. That was a little preview of the Finally Up right there. Shout out to everybody jumping on. I see you 7:30 more work. Yo, Shadow, I see you. Let's bring the brother back on real quick. And let's take care of that. Let's make sure everything is good. Alright, here we go. My brother, there you go.
Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad.
You good. Matter of fact, it's even better right now. It's clearer. I can hear you even better. So please take us. It was warming up good. We wanted to hear that.
So I started making the beats, and my boy Sal Pacino had hit me and was like, "Yo, T, come to come to Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? I wanna introduce you to some people and stuff like that. So I went down and he introduced me to Benny the Butcher, Fergo Bass, the Griselda, Black Soprano family.
Okay,
And then I started just getting my beats out like that. And then one day, a lady by the name of Goldie had hit me. After that, a lady named Goldie had hit me, and she asked me to join 730 Dips. And then we went, back and forth, and I felt the situation was good, so that's how I became a 730 Dips DJ.
Nice. And was that the first? Shout out to Black Soprano family Tone, who's actually on the feed. He said shout out to the bro. So it's dope.
Right.
It's dope for that. So was that the first introduction to going on tour? With Miss Jackson said Vamp Life is
Right.
Was that the first introduction to going to a 730?
No, so all right. So
okay,
you want to know about the tour?
Yeah.
My bad.
Don't skip us.
Yeah, that's why I'm not trying to skip. You feel me? So after that, right? So Sal was like, yo, T, we got this artist, Great God. You feel me? From New York, Brooklyn, and upstate, right? He was like, yo, he needs a DJ. And I'm like, yo, all right, cool, Sal. You know what I'm saying? You put it together, makes sense. Let's do it, right? So then me and Great God started working, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, he got signed with Rock Marcy.
Okay, gotcha.
So when he got signed with Rock Marcy, that's when the tour started. So Great God and Rock Marcy, they put me on my first tour.
And how was, from DJing, putting out mixtapes, doing your thing like homebound to going on tour, and how did that motivate you further into your business?
Yo, at the end of the day, right? And I'm a fan first, right? I'm really a fan of this first, like real talk. I'm really a fan.
I love
and
that.
I just say through the grace of God, you feel me? Like every day, like I'm just humble and grateful. And I think it's cool, you know what I'm saying? From coming where I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, to be doing this, like people where I'm from don't make it. People from Boston, they don't make it. They don't see like they feel like they gave up on their dreams.
Gotcha.
Everybody I started doing music with all gave up. I'm the only one that's still doing it.
That's powerful right there.
And and people that are on this live, they know that. People that know me for real, they know that.
That's real. So going from knowing that your opportunity, I don't want to say, well, it's special. Your opportunity was special and you season it, which is impactful because you took a 8-year off. So
and not only that, I took 8 years off and came back and won 2 awards.
Let's talk about it.
I won 2 awards. I won 2. I got nominated for Southern Entertainment Awards for Mixtape of the Year and Slept On DJ 2022 and 2023.
Wow. Salute.
Grateful.
Salute.
I'm grateful.
Salute. You're not only grateful, you're talented and you're not wasting it. And that's one of the most important things. And being grateful is the balance, but not wasting the talent.
Right.
So all right. So now you on tour, that one, you come off. Is the Vamp Life situation, the 730 situation after that, that's right after that?
No, the 730 was before that.
It was first. Okay.
730, Freaky, that was before that.
Gotcha. So now you got the 730, you did the tour life, you experienced that. What in you changed? Did anything change about you?
Nah. I never changed. I never changed. Anybody can tell you, T has never changed. T, nope, it ain't. I can never. I'm just a humble dude. Like, I knew. Once I set my mind to do something, I can do it. And I like that Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? Children's story, like that set the tone for me, bro. Like real talk.
That's classic. The reason why I asked that, and I kind of knew the answer already when I asked that. The reason why I asked that, many people, we have a whole bunch of artists, many people get into situations that intensify where they were once, and they get into these environments, and it changed them. What kept you balanced? And that's what I was lining up. I could tell you're well balanced. I mean, from the taking 8 years off shows a mindset. So what kept you balanced during these journeys for you?
Yo, my grandmother, she was a big inspiration to me. You know, I lost my grandmother in May 2017.
Sorry for the loss.
And every time I would play my music or at her crib, she would never complain. You know, she would never, she would just come in the room and I'd be like, Grandma, I'm doing this. Could you come here and hear it? Even if she didn't want to, she never showed it to me. She was my biggest supporter. So I think that right there, my grandmother raised me. I think that right there kept me balanced.
I respect that. For the artists that's out there, maintain your balance. It's very important to have that balance. We do have a question from one of our viewers, and they said, how important is having a DJ in this day of technology?
It don't matter what technology. The DJ is the DJ. We set the tone. We the ones that break records. If it wasn't no DJ, no artist would get heard. We the cosign.
That's true.
You gotta get co-signed by the DJ.
A DJ gotta spin your record.
Right.
DJ gotta
you gotta get that co-sign from the DJ.
Now.
Well, that's how I grew up.
No, that's true. That is true. And it still plays to this day. It still has a sense to this day because you still need that human experience to guide the music. And the DJ is very instrumental in that. I ask everybody who come on the show this question. If you could go back to the younger you, with everything that you experience, everything you know now, and share something or say something to the younger you then, what would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself, I would just tell myself the same thing that I always told myself: never give up. Never give up. No matter when those days get dark, just don't give up. No matter if nobody's listening to your music, don't give up. I don't care about the streams. I don't care about the likes. I do it because I love it. And I always told myself that. Never give up, T. No matter what, never give up. Because you're showing your daughters something. They're looking up to you. My kids look up to me.
That's real.
I'm showing them, no matter how long it takes you, follow your dream.
It could be done.
It could be done. I'm a proven fact of that.
True indeed. I love that. Never give up. Never give up. And for all the artists out there that's listening right now, Malcolm XX said, "What's the word, DJ TKO?"
What's good, Malcolm?
Shout it out. Never give up. Now
he's gonna be on my next mixtape too. You already know.
I was just gonna ask. So you producing, you making beats right now. If an artist says, you know what, I'm looking for a beat, or I'm looking for a DJ, or I'm looking to work or connect, are you taking those, or are you kind of reaching out to the artists that you prefer to work with? How is working with DJ TKO work?
Man, if you want to work with DJ TKO, hit me. I'm a DJ first. It's my job to get you heard. It's my job to break records. So if I can help you in any way, that's my job. I feel like I'm fulfilling my goal as a DJ.
Man, not only is he a great father, he's for the culture, because I'm going to tell you right now, even though DJs do break records, they most definitely don't have or approach it the way you just said it. It's a lot more red tape in this day and age. How do you feel about DJs that, you said something very powerful and it was so subtle? I'm a DJ first. How do you feel about DJs in general that kind of want to take the artist persona and highlight them as a superstar?
I mean, I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't knock what other people do. I'm on the control of what TKO does. You feel me? Like,
That's real.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? What works for him may not work for me. What works for me may not work for him. But at the end of the day, I can go to bed peacefully, if that makes sense.
That's the key right there, man. You're pure at heart. My man said I could go to bed peacefully. No undermining going on at all. So
Nope.
you mentioned that, Malcolm XX is gonna be on a new mixtape of yours or project. What you got
Right.
cooking up? What's in the works? What's in the works?
All right. I just did. I came out with a new series called Kings of the Underground. I just did the New England edition. I just finished it probably like 3 hours ago. I just got to upload it to the platforms. So what I'm trying to do now is that I'm trying to go to different regions, and I'm trying to like get the underground cats that ain't really got a platform or may have a platform, but I'm just trying to give them my platform. You know what I'm saying, just to get them heard too. So I started off with New England. Now I'm gonna dip somewhere else and drop those series. And I'm still gonna come with Fucks the Streets Up too. And then I'm working on the God Squad mixtape with Great God. We're about to put that out.
Oh,
So
you took 8 years off before, and now you ain't looking back.
nah, man, this is TKO, man. This is I just love it, bro. Like real time, I really truly love it.
I feel you on that. There's a lot of people who do this thing. They do this or they want to be in this room, whether it's DJing, producing, being an artist. And I don't see a lot of love for the culture of what they're doing anymore. Do you do as a DJ? As a DJ getting multiple tracks and working with artists? Do you see the dedication into the craft minimizing, or you just see it transitioning? Like I want a DJ's perspective.
You know what? I feel like because I did this because I stopped doing the mixtapes, right? I stopped a little bit, and I was like, yo, let me see if there's other DJs that are really putting in the work to do the D. And you're right, they're not really out there doing that. Like, and because like I tell you, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, they're not really, nah. At least where I'm from.
No, I asked because I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that. And I wanted to hear from a DJ's perspective because I know DJs approach artistry and putting out records differently than an artist. You know what I mean?
Right.
You focusing on multiple sounds. Most artists are just focusing on theirs, like my thing,
Right.
my thing. So that's why I asked that because I felt like the love. If you could pinpoint something, whatever, and this is solely from your perspective, that has interrupted that love for the culture, what do you feel that is?
I feel like maybe it could be money. Maybe I don't know. Egos. I don't know.
My man, like, man, I don't know, and I don't want it around me.
Yeah, bro. I don't want that. Like I love doing stuff like this. You know how, like today. Well, not today, but when Miss Jackson called and to set this up, I'm like, yo, this is why I love it. Like I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't. Everybody knows me. I always say I'm grateful, humble. I'm grateful. Like because like I said, man, like. My best friend doing 30 years, bro. He never even seen me do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been right there with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
No, that's real. That's real.
To be with the Rock Marxies, the Great Gods, and whoever else I'm in a room with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unbelievable. It's real talk.
You most definitely grounded well beyond just time, just be well beyond your experience. Like you just have this so humble soul about you in your words, and you could tell how truthful it is for you. If you could give artists that advice of not how to, because everyone is different, but some measures of something they can do to maintain that, I think that would give a lot of purity to how we put out just
Right.
Our gifts. I don't even want to just say music. Our gifts. What kind of advice could you share to, our viewers?
I feel like, off top, don't be money driven, bro. Don't like the money will come. Don't be money driven. A lot of people be money driven, you know what I'm saying? They feel like it's gonna be an overnight success. Like it really does not happen like that. Like it really don't. Like you really got to be 10 toes down with this. You got like it has to come from here, like for real. Like you got to look at yourself every day in the mirror and be like, yo, this is what I really want to do. Because sometimes you ain't gonna get money. You know how many shows I did and didn't get paid? I DJ so many times and never got paid.
Nah,
but I did it for the love.
For the love.
I was out there.
That's real. For the love. I remember, I never forget a brother named Preacher. Brother Preacher once told me, he's like, Spud, when you get ready to do this music thing, give it away for free.
Yeah.
Just do it for free. And at the time, I was like, right. Preacher, you bugging, right?
Right, yeah.
At first, I was like, yo, you bugging. And then when I was really pursuing this thing, like you said, I can't tell you how much things I did for free that I could have put $1 value on it. But because I did it for free, I got $1 million worth of experience and relationship out of it. So I feel you on that 100%.
Exactly, bro. Like for real. And then another thing, you got to have good people around you. That's that. Because sometimes we're getting lost in our heads. You know what I'm saying? Like want to give up. You know how many times I want to give up? But if you got a good support system, that's a big help too. I feel like a big support system
for you. And there's a question, but tackling the support system and the people around you. For you, what was like the core people around you? Because I hear artists all the time come to me, yeah, I need a team. And I always ask them, all right, and to do what? And it's like, they don't even know. They just want people around them.
Right.
But for you, what was like your core team, in definition for you as your movement?
All right, my core team is my brother Sal and Miss Go So Hard, my sister Kia. Them two right there, no matter what I went through or going through in this music, they you know what I'm saying, they handle because they both my managers, so they handle the day-to-day things, you know what I'm saying, getting me the shows or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do all that. I can't, you know what I'm saying, they basically just for me to DJ shows and stuff like that. So that's why I say it's the support. Because them two, if it wasn't for Sal, I wouldn't have placements on the CDs that I got placements on. You know what I'm saying? So they really the managers.
And I love the fact that you just named two people, because I think artists get the misconception of like my team, like they running down a whole squad, like they got a whole football team that they want, that they don't know what to do. The question that some of the viewers had, and they asked, are you strictly artist DJ, like just towards music, or do you do weddings or events?
I do events. I do everything, bro. I do it all. I do it. I love. I'm a DJ. I'm a real DJ. Like, so I do the parties. I do the tours. I feel like the tours is a plus. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Okay.
That's the. But yeah, the parties, whatever. Like, yeah, I do it all.
Nice. There you go. You might be looking at some bookings, because they asking some questions. So now, you mentioned, that being the tour, and you do it all. Knowing your demographics and how you go into DJing a set, do you study that ahead of time? Do you go with the flow? Like, I've been in some spots and I'm like, yo, this DJ could not have known like the crowd, and he's moving the crowd. Like,
right.
How do you go about that when you're dealing with different crowds or demographics?
You got to have a lot of records.
You gotta have the joints.
You gotta have a lot of records, bro. And like somebody said, yo, T, look at the prettiest girl in the room and keep her dancing all night. Because if she's dancing, the dudes are gonna want to surround her.
Keep the pretty girl dancing.
That pretty girl dancing the whole night, bro, and you good.
That's what's up. Yeah. We got some more. Well, first I want to say, Miss Jackson Media Group said, you were very good in responding in your DMs. And
of course. Hey, good business, good business.
I was just gonna say a lot of people don't know the opportunity they miss for not just having that communication in the concept of business.
All right, so all right, my bad, because I didn't say I mentioned Kia's name, right? So Kia is the manager of she's like the DJ manager on the 730 side, right?
Okay.
So Kia would write me, because it's a group, you know what I'm saying? It's a group. Kia would write me and be like, she puts like, oh, I need a headshot. Boom, Kia, you got it. Oh, I need you to come to Atlanta for a photo shoot. Boom, yo, I already booked my flight. You know, she said your T is always on it. Cause I feel like any given day could be all taken away. So I gotta play hard.
You're
man.
right.
Like
you're right. It's not given.
Yeah, any day could be all taken away. It's not where you start, it's where you end up.
Yep. That's real. It's not where you start, it's where you end up. Keep giving them jewels. Keep giving them jewels. We got another question from Malcolm XX. He said, how do you plan on working with in the future if you had to pick any artist?
What do you mean? Like if I had to just work with one artist?
I guess it says, how do you plan on working in the future if you had to pick any artist? If you had to pick any artist. I guess that's left for you to interpret.
I mean, I guess like.
Oh, he said who? He said who? Okay.
Oh, so he probably saying like if in the future if I wanted to work with any
artist, any artist, who?
If I could work with any artist, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Dead or alive, dead or alive. Give me both. Give me one and one. Give me one and one. I want to hear that. I'm interested.
Yo, that's kind of like a hard. You know what? Dead. If I could work with any artist, it would be my dad. I always wanted to do a party with my pops.
Wow.
Real talk. And that was taken from me.
Wow. Bless your dad, man. Bless your dad.
Yeah.
And extra blessings for handing you the classic Slick Rick. Like, that's a straight dad move. Like, yo, you need to be up on this right here.
And we was from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? And we was down in Birmingham, Alabama. My pops hit me with a Slick Rick. You know what Yo, and then after he hit me with the Slick Rick. I never, because it was two. After he hit me with the Slick Rick, he hit me with Too Shorts. Ghetto. I'll never forget it.
So he was keeping you well rounded.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get a little bit of this, but you're gonna get a little bit of this too.
So I was getting like, cause you know what, cause Slick, you know, the storytelling from Slick Rick, and then like the griminess from Too Short, like
yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. Now I'm thinking like, yo, Pop, what was you doing, Pops? Like,
but like, hold on, wait a second.
Right? Like, Pops, you're Too Short talking about hoes and pimps and stuff like Pops. Yo.
And then Slick Rick told my kids don't do this.
Yeah, like, oh man. Yeah,
man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I love that.
Right.
So for those that want to reach out to you, what's the best way to reach out to you if they want to contact you and, you know, get in tune with you, the quickest or the most convenient for you?
Official _DJ TKO on IG. I'll be on that every day.
Every day, y'all heard that. Every day. And please don't waste the man's time. He's offering it. Please, I gotta like do a disclaimer just in case.
Right.
Don't waste his time, but give him respect the time mutually.
Right.
Mutually. All right, my brother. I would like you, if there was one moment in your travels that's stuck out the most or meant the most for you, you know, what was that moment and what did it do for you?
All right, so this happened like 2 years ago, probably 3 years ago. Besides Jam Master Jay, you know, that Jam Master Jay will always that will always be number one.
Yes,
right?
I'm with you on that.
So Cannabis, right? Cannabis had came up because I DJ for Cannabis too. So Cannabis came before we had met. Cannabis came up and he was like, "Yo, you Mr. New England, DJ TKO." And I'm like, damn, yo, this cannabis, yo.
Wow.
It's a couple times. I ain't gonna Billy Dance from MOP called me, right? He called me when I first was like starting. He called us like, yo, this Billy Dance from MOP. I hung up the phone real quick. Like, I'm like, yo, man, stop playing with me. Boom. He called back. I'll never forget it. He called back. He's like, yo, this is Billy Dance from MOP, blah, blah, blah. So we got to talking. And I'm like, yeah, Billy. And before we hung out, I said, yo, Bill, can I ask you a question? He said, yeah. I said, yo, how'd you get my number? I'll never forget it. He said, we're in the industry together. Mm-hmm. And right, I said, no matter what, they're looking. And I said, and I tell people this all the time, keep your phone bill paid because you never know when they're going to call.
That's
real talk. I promise. Me and Bill been cool ever since then.
That's what's up. Mash out posse, rugged never smooth.
And I was like, yo, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Like, yeah. So that cannabis and Billy Dance, like, yeah.
That's a very interesting and powerful moment because, and this is for the artist that's on, you never know the work that you putting in, how people view and value it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For him to say like, yo, we in the same industry. Like for him, it's like, bro, you here, so I'm figuring you out.
Right.
So you never know the value and never give up, keep putting in that work and always value yourself and the time you put towards your craft, man. I can't stress that enough.
But I'm not, and the money will come. I promise you. You do that, the money. You know how many artists that call me now, like, yo, T, boom, boom, boom. We need you to do this. We got you if it goes through. T, I need you to do this. If it goes through, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as with the, you know, the situation. But it's like the money. I never did it for the money.
I feel you. The money
didn't motivate me.
It was the love. I could tell.
Money. But I'm just saying, like now to get those calls and you be like, damn, this such a, y'all just seen your video. I just seen you over here. Like, damn, you really calling little old me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just be like, wow, man, it's just, all I can say is just never give up, man. Like real, I can't stress that the most. Cause I know a lot of people in this music, such as myself, they go through that depression. They go through a lot of stuff, bro.
No, you hit it on the nose. You hit it on the nose.
Lot of stuff, like they looking at this as an opportunity to help their family. So if they feel like they have no other way. Like I always said, I only had a plan A, and plan B was to make plan A work. Like that's it for me.
Yeah. I want to send a big shout out to High Post brother. We always crack this joke, man. There's no plan Bs. No plan Bs. You just stick it out, man. I got this saying I tell young boys all the time, man. It's only a failure once you stop.
Right, exactly. Like I tell people, Malcolm will tell you. I just told him this. I said, he's like, yo, T, I want to give up on music. He's like, yo, I want to stop doing the music. I said, yo, Malcolm, bro. I said, brother, because Malcolm's young. I said, brother, don't give up on music. You know what I'm saying? I was like, music will never give up on you. You know what I said? Music will always be there. You will leave music before music leaves you. The time you stop recording, that's you walking away. She's not walking away from you.
She's not.
I walked away from her for 8 years, bro. Real talk, like.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's a bid. People do that in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real.
Music will always be there.
That's real. Miss Jackson asked a question. She said, any legends, Jazzy Jeff, but I want to add to that question and kind of just get what's your top 3 DJs?
My top 3?
Yeah, your top 3. What's your top 3 DJs?
Yo, my top 3 DJs. I gotta go with Jam Master Jay. You already know. I gotta say Jam Master Jay. I want to say Premier. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Premier.
I love Premier, and this is just a simple fact because like I was at that Dipset and Locks battle in New York.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
the
go
verses.
Yeah, the verses. And I'm gonna go with Technician.
Nice.
He did his thing.
Did his thing.
Yeah, he did his thing. Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, but it's so many. Kid Capri, it's so many. Like, yeah, it's so many.
Most definite.
Jazzy Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Jackson asked about Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah.
I wanna say this as well. We're in a time of everyone getting their flowers. Here at Shoe Radio, we like to give honor because flowers die, but honor live forever. So
right.
I just wanted to take this time to salute you in everything you've done, your travels, how you approach life, fatherhood, music, and maintain that balance. Salute to you and thank you. I mean, you shared a lot. I see that there's a lot of response in the feed, so I want to salute you, my brother. I know it ain't over because you on 100 other things right now, and there's more to come. So we're gonna keep our eyes open, and I'm gonna ask one last thing before we let you go into your day or your night. Could you leave us with one word of advice or statement of encouragement? Anything? Could you just leave us with some gems? I'm gonna stop the music for this.
All I can say is, like I always say, just never give up, man. Just like I can't stress that the most. Like, just don't give up, bro. Like, sometimes I be sitting there and I be thinking. Sometimes I be like, I wish I didn't take the time off. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I knew in my heart I was doing the right thing. I had to, cause I had daughters. You know, I got daughters, and I feel like as a father, we play a major role in those girls' lives.
That's
you
real.
You know what I'm saying? So I would just say, just don't give up, man. Even when those days are hard, when you feel like nothing, just don't give up, because you never know who's looking.
Don't give up. Always keep pushing, and you never know who's looking, who acknowledges it, man.
Because now, and you know what I'm saying, now I'm touring the world now. You know, I got a show with Onyx in a couple weeks.
Look at that. Onyx. Yeah. More legends in this game.
I'm about to go do the overseas with Rock Marcy and Great God.
Working. And if anybody want to take anything from this, I do want to say this. You know, on YouTube, somebody said, shout out to Renegade Revolver. They said, time waits for no one. But also, time lapse away doesn't mean it's over. Because there's a lot of people who would have took that time off and were like, nah, bro, it's over. It changed. Right. I'm out of it. So even though time, it's not about the time gain and time loss. It's what you do in every moment you say you do it, man. Right. And you're a big testimony of that, my brother.
Because I said to myself, if I'm gonna come back, I gotta come back harder, yo. I gotta come back better than ever.
And that you did.
I did that.
That you did. I want to give you another round of applause. Thank you for coming on to Shoe Radio. If you got any shout outs, anybody you want to do that, man.
All right.
This is your moment right here.
All right, first, I definitely got to shout out Jam Master Jay. Jay, I hope you're looking. I hope I'm making you proud. I tell you that all the time. I want to shout out my boy Sal Pacino. I want to shout out Kia. You know, that's my team right there. I want to shout out God Squad. I want to shout out 730 Dips. I want to shout out all my supporters, my sisters, my kids. Lala, I appreciate you. Malcolm, I appreciate you. Everybody that just called, I appreciate you.
Thank you, my brother. And we appreciate you and what you do and inspire others as well, man. Thank you for jumping on Shoe Radio by MJMG Presents, man. Much love to you, man. We gonna catch up again some more time. I know there's a lot more to be going on. Lala sent the hearts and the love. So shout out to Lala. Shout out to everybody that's been jumping on and showing love. And shout out to you, my brother. You have a beautiful night, man. Be safe and keep that passion going, my brother.
Thank you, bro. Likewise.
Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
All right, that was a really dope sit down with the brother. The brother had a lot to share in his humbleness and in his plight to get where he's going. And if you're an artist, if you're a creative, there's so much you could gain from that story that he shared, and the essence, even the time lapse of having to take care of business that he felt and returning back to it. I know one of artists' biggest fears and setbacks is time. You're racing against time. You want it to happen now, and sometimes stuff come in between and set you back, and then you feel like it's over. In this essence right here, time wasn't a hindering. It was just a moment, and after that moment, he got back to it. So don't let time rush you. Don't let time keep you. But when you get that time, maximize it. And I ain't even write that. That just came. That's the rap in me. I should have did this. Like, yo, the time like this. You know what I'm saying? Miss Jackson when they had an outro. But we're going to go into something different, Miss J. We're not going to do the outro right now. We're not going to do the outro. We're going to go into another song. End the night with an MG presents the Experience song. The song is 3 a.m. and it's not quite 3 a.m. right now, but I love the energy of this record, and I kind of wanted to close it with this record for the night. So shout out to DJ TKO who was just on. Shout out to everybody that just jumped on. Bonnie, I see you. You just jumped on. The show was over. That's another dope artist right there. Been putting in work for a very long time. So much love. But we're going to close out, man. I do want to leave y'all with one thing before we go. I do want to say, keep creative, keep passionate, but most of all, keep it coming from the heart. Once you start getting into analytics, content creation, how much money you're gonna get, you get blinded by outside essence that interrupt your creativity. If you're creative, create. Use all the tools of everything around you, but don't forget what you're painting and what you're coming from is the heart. Ms. Jackson says, see y'all Wednesday for the A&R desk. Yes, if you're an artist, jump on the A&R desk. We do have a competition. I will be posting it tomorrow. It's going to be getting your song on rotation on the MG Presents app. And I'm going to tell you, some people have been getting a lot of good views, a lot of great exposure from it. So you might want to be on it. Submit your record. I'm not going to do that here today. We're going to do that tomorrow. So be on the lookout for the ad. But jump on Wednesday if you're an artist. Jump on Wednesday if you're an artist. Anyway, thank you for everybody that's jumped on, everybody that's watching the show. There's no show without y'all. So thank you so much. Just as much as the artists jumping on, you guys hanging out with me, even through the technical difficulties, still being here. That's love. I appreciate y'all, and this is why I do it. But this is MG Presents The Experience, 3 a.m. by JRs. Check it out, man. Have a good night, y'all. Yo, Willie, I see you. Much love to Willie Hodge.
Show studio, we get busy.
It's 3 in the morning, I ain't somebody calling me. I pick up and I answer, oh yeah. It's the lady from in my dream. She asked me was I sleeping. I wanna know the reason, yeah. So tell me, I know you ain't calling me for nothing this day, yeah. She told me she been thinking about a nigga all day, yeah. If that's the case, baby, what did you say? If I would've knew, I would've said by your way. You giving the vibe, you got something to say. Girl, you calling me this time of night. What's on your mind, babe? She said she wanna chill with me and catch a vibe. Already got my keys and bag to stay the night. I know it's late, but baby, is it alright? It's 3:07. Told her I would love the company, 'cause I'ma keep it real, girl. These sheets get so lonely. Everybody needs somebody for the sake of their insanity. So baby, it's no problem. You can come vibe with me. We can go so much further.